Hello, this is an assessment of two Swiss-made pianos. This is a Burger Jacobi and this is a Sabel. I hope I've got pronunciation right on these. This is 118 centimetres high, the Burger Jacobi is 115. They're quite similar in many respects. They're both made in the north of Switzerland, and I saw them when I was over there and was keen to get them into stock because they're slightly different. I want to assess them and compare them with the English pianos we normally do. This one has a nice long music desk, so cosmetically first of all, I think the wood design is wonderful, and it's quite a light colour. As you can see, they have a stay here to pull up if you want to have extra volume. That's on a lot of top quality pianos. And the Burger Jacobi has very interesting stay, different from anything I've ever seen before. It does mean the lid can be opened further. That's very useful indeed. The music desk is not so long on this one, just a normal kind of length. And both pianos, by the way, are 85 notes, not 88. Now here's a Welmar that we have in stock that has 88 keys. Welmar and Knight are our two preferred makes of small piano, but very interested to try other pianos. These have got English accents in, made by Langer, and the Swiss ones have got Renner German actions, which are the top quality ones that are made in Germany. So both the Swiss pianos have got Renner actions in, which are put in the top quality German pianos today as well. So obviously very fine action, very good hammers as well. And this is the Sabel, also with the Renner action, as you can see. It's got Renner on the side of the hammers there too. So that's really important to us because Renner actions are really the best in the world, I think, today. So that's very encouraging. Now this is inside the Welmar, just for contrast. Welmar has a Langer action, which is the best of the English actions, and really I think is as good as a Renner action, just that they don't make them nowadays. I believe there is a branch in factory possibly in China that's making them, but it won't quite be the same, I wouldn't have thought. So this made in England, this Welmar. So Welmar is the piano that we look for the most, really appreciate. And this is a 1980s piano. By the way, the Swiss ones are late 60s pianos, so don't worry about the age of the piano though. It's more the quality of the manufacturer that counts. The 20 years doesn't make any difference really. Let's have a listen to all three of these to get some idea of tone. This is the Burger, and that has very angled bass strings, so it's a superb bass. Let's hear the middle of the piano, which is the important area. We haven't tuned these, by the way, since they've been in, and very, very stable. They're almost exactly on concert pitch, so that's very encouraging. And the singing area is wonderful round there. This is the Welmar. Much mellower sound. Generally, Welmar's a mellow tone, as you all have seen in other videos we've made. Welmar and Blutner teamed up. Welmar importing Blutner pianos and seem to have learnt a lot from the tone of the Blutners. So we're very keen on Welmar pianos, but we're slightly short stocked at the moment. We have some coming in, so we're always selling Welmar pianos all year round, because as I say, it's one of our preferred makes. And here's the tone of the Sabel piano, Sabel. So all of these are really high quality pianos. Of course, we're searching for the world's best pianos. We're very fortunate to be able to get these from mainland Europe and compare them to our Welmars. So it's really hard to say which is best. They're just different. Very, very encouraged by the tone of this one. Now, other aspects of the piano, you may have noticed it only has two pedals, and you may be wanting a Celeste pedal, which can be fitted to both of these. There's no impediment for that. What happens is a lever is put on the side just here, and it operates exactly the same way as a pedal. So we've always got these lever kits to fit if you do want a third pedal. That's no problem at all. By the way, this Sabel has plenty of legroom, so for very tall people this would be ideal. Just a quick look at this Silo. We've made other videos on Silo, who's one of our real preferred makes. There's a huge amount of legroom on this one. Much more refined piano, more expensive than any of the ones we looked at. So this is German piano, and Seiler is very respected make, and very rich bass indeed. So that's an assessment of 2 Swiss pianos that have just come into stock, and we're very grateful to get them in, really. It's good to find pianos that are different from our normal ones, slightly different, and of course all manufacturers are different. So to find 2 pianos from Switzerland, which we were recommended to them by the Swiss and Austrian trade, so that's very encouraging, and certainly I've had a good look at them today. Good Renner action, very firm for learning them. And the middle area sings beautifully. So trying to compare it with the Welmar, which is one of our preferred makes, a difficult comparison because they're just different really, but both the same sort of quality. So that's the Burger and Jacobi. I hope I pronounced that right. Probably very English pronunciation of a German name, but the tenor seems to work really well, right down to the bass, which is very well thought out piano, obviously. Let's have a quick listen to this Sabel as well, or Sabel. So this Sabel is a softer sounding piano, more like the Welmar possibly, with again a firm action. Neither piano has been very used. I didn't talk much about the wear on each piano, but a little bit of wear. This is partly softer because the hammers are worn in. If we refaced it, we'll get a bit brighter. But it's similar, I would say very similar in terms of brightness to the Welmar. Let's have a quick listen to the Welmar to compare it. So a quick comparison with the Welmar. Very different really. We're used to Welmar. This model of Welmar, by the way, is not very common. I think they called it Regency when it was brought out in the 80s. This is 1983. About the same amount of wear as the other pianos. Very little really. We try and source pianos that haven't been worn very much. Obviously that's a major factor. Very pleasant. And we usually have 2 or 3 Welmars in stock. We just have one at the moment. I think we'll be stocking up very soon with them. They're just superb all throughout the range. Perhaps we'll just have a quick listen to the Burger and Jacobi to compare with the Welmar. Okay, this is the Burger and Jacobi. Got moved to the other side so we get the name in it. Both made in northern Switzerland. It's a brighter piano altogether than the Welmar. So as I say, it's not that one's better than the other, but different. Cosmetically, of course, these are very light coloured pianos, and that might be something that you consider as well. Certainly very high quality. This oozes quality, this piano. Very firm action, and yet fluid to play. Very, very even tone. Thank you very much for listening.